Hi, it's Tom from Digital Foundry. Transformers Devastation is a bit of a curveball for us this week. It may be fairly short in overall length, but it's also one of the more authentic looking Transformers action titles we've seen in a while. It's delivered in true Platinum Games style as well, perhaps best known for its high-energy Bayonetta games or Metal Gear Revengeance. Combat is over the top but responsive to control, and with a mixture of driving segments thrown in for good measure. All of it also uses a cell shading technique to colour match the original 1980s animation. Now, as for comparisons, PS4 and Xbox One are the same as far as visuals go for the most part, with settings that mostly match PC at its highest quality preset. From the quality of modelling on Autobots to the scenery detail and motion blur effects, no one is missing out here. This is with the small exception of shadow quality. Both consoles fall short of PC's high setting here and use lower resolution shading under buildings and trees. It's a rougher implementation from a distance, and Xbox One sometimes gives the worst results for the 3 in cutscenes. But in gameplay it's largely like for like with PS4. On the plus side, PS4 and Xbox One also run at matching full 1080p native resolutions. With 60 FPS as the end target for performance too, Transformers Devastation isn't holding back on the technical bullet points. But as you've already noticed, in matching tests, Xbox One does struggle to match PS4 in frame rate consistency, and effects heavy combat runs between 50 to 60 FPS on that platform. Now obviously this is a big advantage for PS4, which gives us a flawless 60 FPS, resulting in less judder in motion. In fact, a later fight against the Devastator boss even pushes performance down to the mid-40s on Xbox One. Overall, it's fair to say the game was built with PS4 performance in mind, and 60 FPS is rarely an issue for the console while running at 1080p. We suspect Xbox One could benefit from a drop in resolution if, as the drops around Heavy Alpha imply, there's a memory bandwidth bottleneck at play here. As it stands though, the divide in performance is clear, and PS4 comes out the better between the two. There are some visual differences too. Despite the matching resolution, Xbox One also suffers from more noticeable pixel crawl on long edges. A post-process anti-aliasing method is in effect on PS4, Xbox One and even PC at its top preset, but the difference in quality between the three has a big impact in how the game looks. Even at 1080p, Transformers Devastation's bold, colourful art style results in some heavy stair-stepping to edges on both consoles, and it really needs better treatment than what we're seeing here. Finely detailed elements like trees and distant text are left raw in spots, and on Xbox One especially we get more flickering to panning motion. So in summary, if you're sticking to console, it's fair to say PS4 stands out for its rock solid 60 FPS performance and very slightly better image quality. PC has a 4x AA solution in its graphics menu that does a more thorough job than both consoles in this respect. But otherwise, the core graphical content is largely identical between all three versions, and no one is really missing out. That's about it for now. There's more frame rate analysis left to show, so feel free to stick around. If you found this breakdown useful, give us a like or subscribe below, and catch you in the next one.
Never stood a chance. Victory!